Good morning, day 54 on the Appalachian Trail, and I just got dropped off and I'm going to Sinking Creek. So if you look, I have to cross the bridge. I'm going to head, this is Route 630 to Route 621. Sinking Creek Mountain is 1.3 miles from here, the top of it. But I have to hit this section because it was closed, kinda, when I was here probably 5-6 days ago. So I'm doing that now. That'll connect me all the way up to Daleville, and then tomorrow I'll start there. So today's about a 10-mile section, and then I get to just hang out and enjoy the company of my friend Vince. So I'll let you know what goes on uphill, up trail. So that's where I just came from, way down there. And I got this view. Up there, kind of behind the trees, is the ridge that I'll be climbing today. And I'm walking just across a farmer's field. There are several cows that I saw kind of down the ridge. Looks like a farmer might have come up here the other day or whatever, but it's just a beautiful day. You may be thinking, why is he showing me his feet? Well, these are the first steps, first few miles on my new topos. The other topos served me well. These are my Topo Terra Venture 4.0 3mm drop, and the other ones were exactly the same. They're much much more worn in, and served me super well on the trail. Got about, including the approach trail and some miles before that, about 730 miles on that. And I say that not to brag, but as a word of warning that you don't do 730 miles on one pair of shoes on the Appalachian Trail, especially the first 730 miles, because they, that's enough shoes. We'll show you this while I talk. I'm on a ridge, and then there's a little kind of upcropping I have to climb up, but yeah, at about 15 miles my feet would ache, and yesterday was kind of the end of that. I did 20 miles yesterday, and with that my feet were they were trashed. So it's better that I ended up having these basically drop shipped from Grasshopper's wife. Met them last night for dinner, and she was able to give me that. I just came down from, I don't know if you can see, there's a road down there. Somewhere close to there I came down from, and now I'm going all the way down the ridge. But if you look through there, all the stripes on the mountains, the inlet or the inward edge of that mountain is called a holler down here. And it seems as if, I'll try to get a little, not closer, but a little better view for you, and then I'll move in. So I was able to get the shoes, start them today. My feet feel so much better in these, but you can see the stripes on that mountain, and at times there's a delineation between the deciduous, let me back up again, the deciduous trees on one side and the coniferous on the other. So that's something I've learned from being out here. And now I'm going through another high tension wire area which I know, the kind of the necessary evil of high tension wires to get electricity to us, but they also provide huge opportunities to to get some great views, especially in Virginia. So the other thing that's new today, and they say don't change too many things at once, I'm wearing my sun hoodie, and that was brought down by my friend Vince, and so I'm wearing that, and it's really interesting. It's a Patagonia, I think Appalachian sun hoodie, and I'm going to show you in a second. But well, let me pause this and then turn it around and show you. So this is my new sun hoodie. It's orange and not green, which is really important, that I wasn't just the jolly green giant out on the trail anymore. And I've never worn a long sleeve shirt in the summer. I just overheat. But what I found early is you get a little breeze after hiking, and it actually cools off your arms. And that was a really cool feeling, that's something to be said about this shirt. And I don't feel, it's 80 degrees out right now, and I feel somewhat cool, instead of kind of feeling that just overwhelming heat that you tend to feel when it gets this warm. Fortunately, it's a little shady, so that's helping too. But I have a slight breeze, and I'm walking on a nice ridge, so it's a little cool up here. But, well, it's still 80, but less restrictive or something. I don't know what you would call it. But anyhow, so yeah, it's feeling good. I would highly recommend this Patagonia Appalachian after 2 hours of hiking. So there you have it. I'm gonna go up for a minute. My only up for the day, and then it's just a ridge walk. Vince is down the other end, and he's doing some trail magic, and so I can't wait to get down there and end my day and just enjoy the rest of the afternoon. But anyhow, I'll check in a bit. Your guess is as good as mine. Came to a beautiful view. And I am huffing and puffing. And we're on rocks. Rocks. Okay. Gotta go along here and find my next white place along the rocks. All right. Well, look at here. I found the eastern continental divide. 1920 to the Gulf of Mexico, 405 to Atlantic Ocean. Pretty cool. Oh, did not know that happened here. And now I need to figure it out. Here we go. I think I'm going down for a while. So you remember how the reason why I missed this section was because of the control burn, and it looks like right there or here is where it got. So yeah, It's all kind of along here. And looks like it goes on. I can see off in the distance. It got awful close. It looks like it never made it past the trail. But I can see and smell all the way all down here. I'm gonna fix the camera there so I can all the way around here, and that's why they had closed the trail the other day or last week or whatever. And that's why I had to divert it, but looks like it got pretty close, and I'm about 3.5 miles from the finish, I think, maybe 4. But yeah, I guess it doesn't make sense that we'd be out here hiking during a forest fire. But you can really still smell just the charred wood. Let me just kind of walk with you a little bit more. See over this little hump. Yeah, it looks like it just keeps going on and on. So that was it. And it worked out in my favor with everything I told you about what transpired after. So there we go. All's well that ends well. And thank God nobody got hurt or injured in this fire. Actually, here's another section, big section. Looks like they, it got all flattened out as far as the brush. It literally comes right up to the trail. And it actually crosses over the trail. So, left side, right side, middle side. So it looks like, yeah. And that goes on for quite a bit. So I can see why they did what they did. It goes up the whole side, the side of the mountain, down there, and across the trail. And, well, these rocks, I am gonna stop the video and get moving. Yeah, it still goes another couple 100 yards at least forward from what I can see. So I was just thinking of something. I did a race when I was in my mid-20s, a 5K. I believe it was a 5K road race. And in this race, I was running, and we're getting close to the finish. And I looked up ahead, and the runners that were in front of me were actually running toward me. And I didn't know what to make of it, but it was probably like 200 yards ahead of me. And then, out of the corner of my eye, there's this guy standing there. And so I looked at him. I looked at the runners running towards me. And then he yelled at me. He goes, "This way." And so I looked at him. And he had his left hand out, which meant I had to take a right. And I turned and I looked, and there was this big hill. And I was thinking, I'm going to break 20 minutes on this 5K. And then I look up that hill. I turn, I start running up the hill. Top of the hill, I take a left, another left, and another left. And that basically had me facing where those other runners were facing, because they were coming to the finish. And so I ended up, it was like 20 minutes and 20 something seconds. So I didn't do that. I didn't meet that goal of breaking 20 minutes. However, the reason why I tell you that is when you hike the AT and you think, wow, I'm doing pretty good, and the finish for the day is only a mile away, and in my head I'm like, okay, if I can average 2.5 miles an hour because this is flat, or whatever, I can get there in X amount of time. And then all of a sudden there's an uphill with switchbacks that you didn't expect, and it just totally throws you off course. And that kind of made me think of that road race and how this trail is so unpredictable for me. Just when I think, oh, I'm feeling good, I'm gonna finish, pretty quick, and then you go up a hill that's 100 feet high on a few switchbacks. And so anyhow, I thought you might like that story. I will be finishing in a little bit, and I think I have I don't even want to guess, but I'll check in again. I'm unsure how well you can see me, but the day has ended. I've got my tent set up behind me. We got a little campfire going, and day ended nice, and now we're just sitting around enjoying the evening. And the owner of the house basically rents out a space basically like in her driveway and whatnot, and it's been really nice. But good day. I will be back at it tomorrow. I'm looking to do 20 miles, and hopefully that'll work out, and then camp out again tomorrow night. So like, subscribe, and share. Have a good night. Hopefully you can see this, honestly.